Yeah, that sounds good. Yes.
All right. Hello, everyone. This is Jeanne Russell of Dolphin Touch Wellness Center here in my wellness center on Kauai, Hawaii. And we are excited to share another podcast with lift your spirit and lift your energy and lift your vibration with all this wonderful connection that we have with one another. And we'll be sharing this on YouTube, and just wanted to let you know that you can reach us here at Dolphin Touch Wellness Center in Kauai, Hawaii. We're located in Kapa'a in the center of the island. And also you can reach us online at dolphintouch.org. That's DOLPHINTOUCH.org, O-R-G. And we have a number of retreats coming up. We have a retreat in October that will be on the west side, and awakening to your true self and connecting to the energy of the island and connecting to the land and connecting to the water. I'll be doing dolphin energetics in the ocean with everyone in the retreat. And I will also be enjoying many fun activities and hikes and waterfalls and wonderful things here on Kauai. And joining me today is Christoph, who has been here on Kauai at the center at a few of our events. He's done the dolphin energetics in the ocean with me. He's done sessions with me. He's done sessions with Matthew Bueno, who also comes to Kauai every October. And welcome, Christoph.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Jean. And thanks for this wonderful connection to Kauai.
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
tell us a little bit about yourself and a little
sure. Yeah,
about what you do and everything else?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would call myself a shamanic teacher, spiritual teacher, and spiritual nomad. My wife and I are traveling the world. We don't have a what you might call a home. Still, we have a home base on Kauai. Our heart is on Kauai, and we try to come back to Kauai as often as we can. But we also like to be free spirits and travel the world and share our insights and our um, love and our the knowledge we gain with the world. And so, yeah, I'm a shamanic teacher. I would say I'm based pretty much in the tradition of Hawaii that in the West is called Huna. Some might know it. My mentor and teacher, so to say, is Sechkahili King, who is living on the Big Island. And I'm also developing my own thoughts and methods based on this tradition. And originally, I'm from Germany, and my wife as well. And yeah, I would say my purpose why I'm here on this planet right now is to remember the humans or to remember humanity about their great magical powers, their great true divine being, and yeah, that they are able really to create paradise here on this planet. Um, some people might also know Lemuria. Uh, you are talking a lot about that, Jean, and I love it very much. I feel very connected to this whole energy field of Lemuria, and yeah, I wanna just support the all the energies and all the movements that are going on right now to create another version of this or um, a, another version of paradise on earth here. And yeah, so I'm very glad to meet as many Ohana members as I can and talk to them, and you're one of them. And I was very happy to meet you for the first time a couple of years ago on Kauai, and um, booked some sessions with you. And yeah, you asked what I learned there or what I found there, and yeah, for me it was really very touching to first of all to travel so far to Kauai and then meet people and meet energies that are so deeply connected to what I feel in my heart and my whole being, or have felt for my whole life pretty much. So I really felt at home, and I really felt at home with you in the sessions, and especially the dolphin energetics in the water. I really enjoyed a lot because it's just so you feel so carried by the ocean and by Mama Gaia and by the whole universe, and that's something we really can benefit from when we remember how it feels to be carried, and to not have to struggle or be fearful or fight, but on the contrary, be carried and be supported. That's also something I really want to show people how they can use the great powers of the universe by stop uh, being struggling and being fearful and start cooperate with the big cosmic stream.
Yeah, you overcame quite a few struggles. I mean, you lived in Germany, and did you not find like beings there that were similar to the ones on Kauai, or did you feel like what was the impetus to get you to leave Germany and go on this nomad journey?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, there are some Ohana members in Germany, absolutely. I found very lovely
Mm.
soul siblings there. But in general, the energy is very fearful and very restrictive there. And I always felt that that my soul don't really is content with only being there. And I wanted to explore more and to explore more freedom, because I feel that in Germany there is a lot of energy to be healed that has to do with restrictiveness and false beliefs about hardship and uh, suffering and so on. Maybe also connected to the history of the Germans with the Nazi regime and so on. And I felt that I can contribute to heal that in my way, but not by staying there, and being part of it.
Right. Now, did you feel that way all your life? You always felt that way, that you never fit in to this place
Yeah,
that you were born into, that you just didn't fit here?
yeah, pretty much. I mean, I always felt that I didn't really fit into society very much there, but the final push, so to say, was the COVID time where I really was, yeah, kind of shocked about how people in Germany reacted to that, and how the government as well, and how everything evolved there. And so this was kind of the push from the universe. So
Yeah.
now it's time finally to follow your impulses and get out of here.
I
Yeah.
wasn't familiar with the, what was it in Germany? Because there was some things going on here too in the States that were restrictive, but what in Germany specifically, and what was going on over there?
Yeah, I mean, it was there is a big, or there was, I don't know if it's still the case, but there was a big obsession of the people with following rules.
Mm,
with following ideas that have been yeah, brought to them from outside, and not trusting their own heart,
their
the
guide.
voices of their heart,
Yeah.
and yeah, guidance, right? And I don't know if that has to do with the history as well of Germany, but people are very um, keen on following rules, and not very good at questioning them, you know, and
They just accept.
yeah, and very subordinate, and so yeah, it was kind of horrible. And now it's funny because, or it's not funny, but it's interesting, but because now more and more things seem to come up about these vaccines and everything, and I'm interested in how people will react to that, because everything was already absolutely on the surface back then. You could know about everything if you just looked
Right.
around a little.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I think it
let's see.
created a lot of distrust, especially in the States as well, that people were not, you used to just trust what the doctor said, trust what the government said, trust what this one said. That's now there's a lot of questioning of all those things, trust the media, now like
Right.
questioning everything now. And I think that's actually a good thing, like you said,
Absolutely.
because that's going to start people becoming more intuitive and connecting with their own intuition,
Right.
own inner guidance, and checking in to see, is this true or is this not true? And where am I going to put my energy and everything else? So yeah, I mean, as bad as COVID was for a lot of people and all the loss of the beings that left the planet, I think in a lot of ways it opened people's consciousness in a big
Right.
way. And we kind of knew something was going to happen. Those in the spiritual community knew that like 2020, everything, something is going to happen. And we thought it'd be this beautiful awakening process. Nobody expected it to be what happened with COVID. But in reflection, it was a beautiful transition in people's lives, like you, motivating you to say, okay, I'm
Right.
done with this life here, and I'm going to go and find a place that resonates more with me.
Absolutely. I think it really and it still does it really stirred up a lot, and it really leads a lot of people to start questioning, and to hopefully to start trusting their inner guidance more, and to start learning about it. I mean, you have to also start, first of all, learn about your own abilities that go beyond the five senses that we were used to, and start really learning what else we have available:
Yeah,
intuition,
we
inner
both
world,
are
so on.
teaching the same thing in the sense that we are both connecting people and starting that process of opening their consciousness. And I've been doing retreats for, I think, 14 years now. Yeah.
Wow.
And you're starting a retreat too. So I just did a retreat in Shasta called Awaken to Your True Self. And we made medicine bags, we made sage bundles, and we connected with the Native American philosophy when we were out in Mount Shasta, and connected with nature. And it was that experience that, to show people a different way. And the Native American culture has been one that has been suppressed so much over the years, and not allowed, oh, they don't know what they're talking about, or they are very primitive and everything else. But, now in retrospect, we're embracing a lot of Native American cultures and indigenous cultures and indigenous people and the ways that they taught. And we're seeing the value of their teaching because, we're talking hundreds, thousands of years that some of these cultures have developed. And we think the modern way is all knowing and all knowing. And now we're going back to some of the traditions. So you have
Right.
a retreat
Absolutely.
coming up in April.
Yeah, next year,
About
right.
that, you're going to be in Tulum.
Yes, right. Tulum is also one of our bases, kind of where we spend some months a year, and it's a very spiritual place. It has become kind of a center in the world for spiritual journeys, spiritual people, and yeah, we are planning a retreat here in April next year. Um, to the topic will be quite similar to yours, awaken to your true self. The name will be Magic Tribe, because we want to have this ohana, this family or tribe aspect to really call all the people that feel the inner impulses to wake up to their true being and wake up to or learn about their magic abilities. So to say, that's why we call it Magic Tribe. Their abilities to create their own world and to trust their own abilities, to trust their intuition, to trust their feelings. Also, that's also a very topic that's very close to my heart. To begin to trust the power of well-being, the power of joy, the power of feeling comfortable, and various also being aware of where I feel uncomfortable and what is this, what does this tell me, that's also a topic I'm writing a book about at the moment. This narrative of the comfort zone, but maybe we can talk about that a little bit later. We're asking about the retreat. Yes, we wanna have some sessions here with shamanic journeys where we can reconnect to our spirit guides here. And we will also have a Mayan shaman probably joining us, and she will
So
do a
you're connected
cacao.
with the indigenous people too over there in Tulum.
Yeah, we uh, not to the extent it can grow. I will say it can grow, but we know a lovely lady here. She has been a shaman for trained as a shaman her whole life from the Maya people, and she's doing wonderful cacao ceremonies, which is an original like Mayan and Mayan thing, the cacao, the spirit of the cacao, and she will contribute that probably. We are in dialogue with her. And then my wife and a friend will also include the doTERRA oils. You're also very familiar with them, I know, because
Yeah.
we think that those are really also very
Absolutely.
helpful. Yes, right. There is one. Very helpful to connect with your senses and to connect with abundance, with the abundance of nature, the really the joy and the luxury that is being in nature or being connected with this paradise that we actually have here on Earth. So we want to include these oils as well. And yeah, it's gonna be very nice. The place here we have here in Tulum for this retreat is also very high end in terms of design. So we will be surrounded by a lot of beauty, which is also important for us. And yeah, but yeah, we are
It's
creating a
gonna be
website
great.
about that at the
And
moment. It's
that'll
not
be
ready
in
yet.
April, right? That'll be in April.
Right, probably at the end of April next year. Yeah, but we have to plan a little more about it on that. Yeah, we are creating the website right now, getting ready.
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think both of us have gotten the same download or the same message that we want to help people raise their vibration and shift
Right.
consciousness. And yeah, for me, it is like releasing them from the prison that in these boxes that we all seem to think we have that we cannot break out of, and to show that, those boxes can be broken, that you're creating the box and you can uncreate it just as easily and release it and let it go. And I'm wondering, with your book too, getting the power of your comfort zone and getting out of your comfort zone. It took you a lot to get out of your comfort zone to leave Germany, did it not?
Yeah, that's very good that you choose this example, because the topic of my book is exactly that. You don't have to get out of your comfort zone, you have to get into your comfort zone. I really, with that book, I really want to initiate a movement to think new about this term, comfort zone, because I always wondered, it seemed absurd to me to use this term in such a negative way, because what is a comfort zone? It's the zone where you feel comfortable, you know? So what is wrong about that? Nothing. And if you are being taught all the time that you have to leave your comfort zone to be successful, in my opinion, what you're doing is sabotaging yourself all the time, because we have to know that our subconscious, in Huna, we call it the ku, one of our three selves, is moving away from pain and towards pleasure. So now, if we teach the ku that in order to be successful, we have to leave our comfort zone. That means for the ku, okay, in order to be successful, I have to feel uncomfortable. Oh, then I don't want to be successful. I will just not even try it. And that's what I always felt. It's absurd to think in this, or to use this term this way. If you want to have a term that is equivalent to the meaning, I think people are directing their attentions to when they use this term, you could just say, I don't know, the zone of your uh, bad habits, or the couch potato zone or something. We have to
Well,
find a
yeah,
new
yeah.
a
Yeah,
new
I would
term for
say,
this.
yeah, I would say, like, when I think of getting out of your comfort zone too, it's to play devil's advocate, but there's two sides of it. But part of it is that our ego will always want to keep us small and will always want to keep us safe. And, just stay in your room. Don't go outside. Don't try new things. Don't venture into places you've never been before. Don't do that.
Right,
The ego wants you to be safe, to be, no, don't rock the boat, don't upset the trend, all of
right,
that. And that is what's keeping you small and not
right, right.
expanding and starting your own career and starting your own
But that's not what's keeping you comfortable. And that's the big
right,
thing. If you are very honest with yourself, nothing of these old stories that your ego is telling you is really feeling comfortable. It's
right.
not exciting. It's not bringing your heart, making your heart sing. Nothing of
Yes,
that. And that's why I wanted to answer your question about Germany. It's a very good example, because everybody's saying, oh, you really left your comfort zone. And I always say, no, on the contrary, because there was no comfort for us in Germany anymore.
right.
Nothing felt comfortable there. So we entered our comfort zone by leaving
And
Germany
leaving.
and went on our journeys, went to freedom and went to see the world. And that feels comfortable. That makes our
Right.
hearts sing. So
And
actually, that's what I always,
you don't know that until you get off the couch and you get out of your box and you get out of your treadmill and running around racing, doing the same thing every day, until you stop this crazy wheel that you're on. And that's what
right,
COVID did, because it stopped everybody all of a sudden the little rat race ended, and you weren't like, okay, going to bed, get up, go to work, come home, eat dinner, watch TV, go to bed. You know, that whole scenario, all of a sudden you're not going to work, you're not doing a job. So that like everybody, if you will, got out of that comfort zone or that uncomfortable zone that they were in.
Right.
And then they realize, oh, wait a minute, I actually like working from home, or I want to be an entrepreneur, or I want
Right.
to live in a different city, you know, or something like that.
Right. And there is, the thing is, there is always a motivation. As I said, our subconscious always turns away from pain and towards pleasure. So if we are really honest with ourselves, there is a motivation for everything. And this motivation is always to feel better. And now comes the aspect that it's disputable, of course, but I'm convinced that deep in our heart, we know what makes us feel good, and we know what our visions and dreams are. We have to just learn to listen to them again. And then we will even be able to know from the couch potato zone, sitting on in our wheel, as you just described. We will even know from there what would rather be what would be better if we listen to our inner visions, to our wishes, also to small things that make us cheerful. When we see something on the TV, for example, and our heart jumps, and if we really be very careful and listen to that and take that seriously, our spiritual guidance will guide us the way into our true comfort zone, into the life that really makes us,
Yes.
brings us to our high potential,
Like
makes our heart
you're talking
sing,
about what I refer to as synchronicities. There's synchronicities
Right.
that the universe shows us. Like, you know, even for me, it usually involves dolphins, where I'll see a dolphin. Like I had this example where my husband's looking for an office, and we were looking at all these offices, and we go to this one office, and as soon as we get there, there's this huge poster of a whale and a dolphin and ocean scene. And I'm like, I knew, okay, that's our office. That's the office, you know, or you're getting all these downloads, you see all these pictures of Hawaii, and Hawaii comes on TV, and the car in front of you says Hawaii and something like that. So it's like, hello,
Right.
the lights are going off to get your attention. And yeah, it's going to take a lot to come here. You got to get airfare, you got to get off that couch, and you got to get on a plane. But yeah, no, it's something is there for you, and you intuitively know it.
Right. And if there was complete comfort on your couch without Hawaii, then there would be no need to change anything. You would be in your true comfort zone. That would also be fine. I mean, there are people that are very happy and comfortable and really living their best life uh, at home and caring for their loved ones, for example, or something, and that's wonderful. But if you feel uncomfortable there, it's important to listen and say, okay, what would make my heart sing, and then take that seriously. That's what I wanna tell
Yeah,
people.
I
And
I
yeah.
I hate that you know, the phrase just do it, or Nike, or you gotta suffer in order to be successful. Like you got
Oh my God, yeah.
work hard, you know, and I don't have any trouble working hard, but I like to make it joyful while I'm,
Right.
you know, that combination. And so what I say when I'm looking for transition or change is allowing it to come with ease and grace. You can go
Right.
through the shifts that you need to in your life, but you don't have to suffer through the process of bringing those shifts to you. You can make it
Absolutely.
joyful, and you could exclaim to the universe, let this shift happen with ease and grace. I know this is something I want. I know I want to manifest this, but I, like you said, I don't want to suffer, I don't want to work hard, I don't want to, be miserable and, blah, 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 but allow it to come with ease and grace. And
Absolutely. That's wonderful. And the thing is, if we have, if we hold on to these beliefs that we have to suffer to achieve things, there are all these kinds of beliefs. To be successful, you have to work hard. Whoever rises high will fall low, and all these things, and all of these beliefs, they just come from a kind of a misunderstanding of it's a wide field now we are entering, but the terms polarity and duality are very important here, because if you confuse them, then you might think that the good thing has to have the bad thing with it in order to work, but that's just wrong, because polarity is something like um, sun and moon, male and female, for example, or rest and activity. That are complementary pairs that are complementing each other and are together bigger as the sum of their parts, and duality, on the other hand, I would say is something like war and peace, suffering and well-being, or illness and health. And they are not complementing each other. There can be peace without war, there can be well-being without suffering, and there can be health without illness. But if you confuse the two concepts, then you might, or your programmed mind might start thinking, okay, in order to have a good life, I have to suffer first. And a lot of people have this belief, I think. And so, yeah, I think it's very important to change that belief and to unlock new ways of thinking.
yeah,
Here.
I think that some people are chasing the wrong God. That's how I like to look at it. Like they might make money their God, or and then maybe they get that money and then they don't feel good, and they're like, well, maybe I need to get more money, and it perpetuates and never ends. And yeah, really, the God is within you. The God is that energy and that vibration that you hold. So please share about Germany, and how you were sharing about how you left your comfort zone, if you will, as people said that.
Wrong. I entered
You
it.
entered
I
your
entered
comfort
my,
zone.
my true comfort zone. There was
Yeah,
no comfort.
yeah. And then you
So,
have
yeah.
a book. And what is the name of your book?
Well, it's in the process right now. I think it will be something like the true power of your comfort zone or something, and why it's time to enter it or something. But at the meantime, I have an Instagram account where I share inspirations about this topic every day, or every 2 days. It's called Power of Comfort. This one is in German, Power of Comfort, and the English version is Power of Comfort English. So power.of.comfort.english will be the name. You will find it on Instagram. So yeah, I would love to gain followers there, because I think the messages there are really inspiring and could contribute to your well-being. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's my project as well.
it definitely would be awesome. And coming into your comfort zone now, so you're in Tulum and are you coming back to Kauai soon?
Yes, absolutely. We will be going to Kauai in September.
Oh, nice.
We try to spend September, October every year on Kauai, and we will do so this year as well. So yeah, September, October, we will be there,
And
and
tell
looking
us
forward
about
to.
your lovely wife also, who joins you on these excursions.
Yeah, she is my. It sounds so yeah, so old-fashioned, but she's my soulmate. You can say it like that. She really is, and yeah, she is a designer, and likes to create beauty, and is also on a spiritual journey and is now starting also to become a wellness advocate for the Terra, like you are,
Mm-hmm.
Jean. And yeah, and she's also working on a book right now, which she's calling it spiritual traveling. So she's kind
Good.
of recording our life there, how we travel the world, and what kind of tools we use during our travels to keep our vibration high and to connect with the spirits of the places where we go, and what we do when we are feeling down or when
Mm-hmm.
something is not going right. And that will be a very useful tool. This book, I hope she will finish it soon, and we will find a way also to distribute it. Yeah. So that's what
Great.
she's doing right now.
I do find that people on their spiritual path, you have this awakening to this creativity within you, that you want to create something. And it's no surprise that you're working on a book, your wife's working on a book, and I'm working on
Right.
these dolphin oracle cards where
Oh yeah.
I'm writing these because I love oracle cards, as you know, and
Oh
I
yeah.
use them a lot. And so I was like, well, why not create my own? Because surprisingly, there haven't been one related to dolphins. So
Oh yeah.
on
Beautiful.
that, and using some beautiful images from Laura Alicio. We've been working, collaborating, and that's been the most fun, is figuring out the art and collaborating on that. And the images are
Very
just
nice.
breathtaking. They bring tears to my eyes. That's how beautiful they are.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's so important that the beauty is just supporting this. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing it when it's ready and when it's printed.
Yes, it's a
Yeah,
lot more.
my wife actually.
I'm so
Hmm?
I was just gonna say it's a lot more work than I thought it was gonna be. Just as
Oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah, my wife has also has the vision of creating a card deck about spirits of the world, because she's also channeling and connecting with spirits. That's also one of her passions, so to say. And so when we are traveling the world, in each place, she finds a spirit to connect to, and she's writing down the messages she's getting from them, and she has the vision of creating a card deck out of them as well at some point. But yeah,
so. Tell
that's
me,
in the
Christoph,
creation right now. Hmm.
you just travel to different places. I know in the United States you can only get a visa for a certain number of days, but you're just kind of traveling from. Uh, Tell us a little bit about that as we finish up here.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's we call ourselves in this regards spiritual nomads. You may have heard of the topic of the term digital nomad. That's a new way of living, a new lifestyle that emerged a couple of years ago, or yeah, in with the all the great opportunities we have through the internet, a new class of lifestyle or a new type of lifestyle emerged where people are just creating and working from everywhere and traveling and don't have a residency or something. And they call themselves digital nomads. And so we created a new term and call ourselves spiritual nomads, because we are not really seeing ourselves so much in the digital realm. But yeah, and we are traveling. I mean, we have these bases where we spend a few months a year, which is Tulum and Kauai. But the rest of the year we are traveling, but we are trying to spend at least 2 or 3 weeks in each place, because we are not like we like to be chilly, and to be slow pace and not yeah moving all the time. That's very exhausting. But yeah, we enjoy that very much because it really broadens the horizon, your own world. It widens your own world so much if you travel. That's just really something I recommend, to see how beautiful this planet is, to see
Oh, yeah.
that everywhere on this planet you will find human beings that are full of wisdom and love. I mean, you can also find some that are not connected to the true self, but it's so amazing just to be somewhere where you cannot understand a single word of the language and the people look different than yourself, and then you just connect to them via your energy and via gestures, and they understand you even if they cannot understand what you're saying. They understand you in a way and they want to help you, and they are joyful that you are here, that you are visiting their country. And that's really, that also always is, that are moments that make my heart really sing and feel a lot of love
That's awesome.
towards
I
the
I do I do
humanity.
believe that like attracts like, you know, like attracts like, and
Right.
so wherever you go, there you are, and you're gonna find people um, that are like you. Like I just got back from Mount Shasta, and the beauty there, totally different than Kauai. Of course, I love Kauai and the waterfalls and the mountains and the ocean. And they have that there. They don't have ocean in Mount Shasta, but they have lakes and rivers and just the people and everything else. Yeah, it's a different culture, but that's a lot of beauty there.
Yeah, I definitely want to go there someday.
Yes, well, we'll be there next June if you want to come visit. We'll be doing another retreat
Yeah,
there in June.
sounds
Right.
wonderful. Yeah.
Well, Christoph, thank you so much for joining us today. We will put your information in the comments and give us your links and everything you want us to share, and we will add that. And just greetings from Kauai to Tulum, and give
Thank
a
you so much,
beautiful
dear
blessing
Jean. Thank you so
to
much for having me. Yeah, all the best to you, to
Thank
lovely
you.
Kauai.
Yes. Aloha.
Aloha.